Eight people in there. Nope. Where everybody at, man? Come on, YouTube. Where the people at? Why it's a little delay? Because you guys can see me in real time, but I get a delay back from you. King Tony, what's poppin'? True knowledge, spread the wealth. What up? Cause I said so. What up? Mrs. B, what's cracking? Arcanum Current, DJ Sherm, Travis Fuller, Isaac Preston, Empress Rolo Amani, Roro Amani, Brendan Page, That Boy Tree, Summer Breeze, Stephen Williams, what's cracking? Immortal 9, Spread the Wealth, I got you. Neptune Mars, what up? Faith Ford, what's going on, girl? Randy Lanier, Malcolm Charles, Courtney Dockery, East 49, what up? Regina Harris, what's going on? Brandon Williams, what's cracking? Mac Raymond, what up? Corey Chinzira Anubis. Go to Chinzira Anubis if you want to get those dope ass pyramids. Uh the Gold Move. Is that the Gold Move? Darren Malik, what up? What up, Michelle, Miss Jeannie? Scotty Mutali El Bay, Brian Bennett, Ray H, what's cracking? Mac Raymond, I think I got you. Ralph McCoy, Christopher Perkins, what's cracking, brother? Tamani Astrid, Niall Jad Kim, I think that's it. Or Niall Jad Kim, I think that's it. Oh, I got it. Mother of Dragons, Tracy Timpson, Roger G. What's cracking, everybody? Intrigued Mind. Let's see, that'll get my Shawnee. Roger Roche, what's up? Anna, Chuck Taylor, Dustin C. Douglas. What up, y'all? What up, everybody? What's cracking on this hot ass Saturn's Day? It is hot as hell in Los Angeles. Finally, we got some messed up weather. About 90 degrees, 89, 90 degrees out in Los Angeles, hot as hell. Spread the wealth. Thank you, brother. Is it the sound of the mic? The mic is messed up? Is the mic too low? Yo, let me know if the mic is too low. Can y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all can hear me. Put a thumbs up. Can y'all hear me okay, everybody? All right, word. Okay, perfect. All right, everybody. Anybody who ordered police stop law package for Great Book of Melanin Research, it's gone. Let everybody know. It's getting through the announcements, it's gone. Also, anybody who wants to order, if you want to order the package, if you want it for free, make sure you want the police stop law package for free. This for free. You got to order this. The Great Book of Melanin Research. Go to realnuggets.com and you get the whole police stop law package for free. That includes the cards, the qualified immunity card, the constitutional rights card. This is the notice. This comes now in plastic so they can't rip it up. All right. So make sure you get over there, and then you also get flashcards. And you also get some flashcards. So make sure y'all hook that up. So if you want any of these things individually, just go to knowyourrightsfoundation.org and support over there. Just go over there and you can order those individually. Stephen Williams, thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Did I miss somebody in here? Roger Ragland, thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Thank everybody who hitting the super chat. Everybody also Patreon if you want to, instead of hitting the super chat, you want to go to Patreon. That's Real Nagas, the number 9, Real Nagas 9. Excuse me, not Patreon, excuse me, that's Cash App, sorry. So Cash App, Real Nagas 9. if you want to go to Patreon, if this is for people who want to sign up to the status classes, if you want to learn how to contract, basically take your status back as an Aboriginal, and you'll contract with one foot in the system and one foot out of the system. I teach you how to do that. Go to patreon.com/realnagas, sign up to the one of the status class levels, and at the highest level of status classes, I will give you the paperwork for free once you're able to explain it. The classes are already recorded, uploaded, so that you can go and learn at your own leisure. Nobody rushes you. But when you're ready, you let me know, and I'll give you the test. If you can explain the paperwork for free, I will give it to you. All right. So again, that's patreon.com/realnuggets if y'all want to hook that up. And for the people who are asking about volunteers, I'm sorry, we have shut down the volunteers. No more. A lot of people got in at the last minute. We held interviews last week, right before the live stream that I did last week. That was the last interview session that we had until I think we're going to be out until the end of October, probably beginning in November is when we'll open it back up. So sorry if you didn't get in. Who was that? Yeah, the Justice. Thank you. Sorry if y'all didn't get in, but I've been telling y'all to get up in here. So if y'all didn't get in here, y'all been procrastinating, sitting around, and didn't do it. And so then the universe said, "All right, well you gotta wait." Trying to see the universe test you, man. We see how serious you are. So next time when we open it back up, it'll be rolling, rolling enrollments, meaning we won't have ongoing enrollments. It'll be 1 month here, and we'll shut it down for a little while, and we'll open it up again for another month. So when we open it back up in November, don't sit on your ass and procrastinate. We're gonna have the announcements for 4 weeks straight. If you want to get into the Know Your Rights Foundation as a volunteer, when we open it back up in November, make sure that you get in there in that November, because after that we're gonna shut it down again. All right, we got getting a lot of people in here, and so we have to make sure it's organized, that we're getting everybody taught and getting them to learn what they're supposed to learn, so we can get out there and assert your rights properly. All right, so having ongoing enrollments, it kind of puts us back a lot. So we have to cut off enrollment, move you forward, then open it back up, move those people forward, do it like that. All right, so appreciate everybody who supported. Also, for the if you want the Know Your Rights, I got hats in again, everybody. So I'll show you the hats at the end. I did get back 10 hats. So for the first few people who ordered the Great Book of Melanin Research, if you want one of the free hats, I got 10 hats. So for the first 10 people who come and order, that's it. Because all of y'all wait, and then you'll ask me after the fact. So that'll be today and tomorrow. Whoever hits me up today and tomorrow, first 10 people, if you want one of the hats, the Know Your Rights Foundation hats, or the Dragon More hats, or the Phoenix More hats. You guys have seen the hats. If you want one of the hats, make sure you order the Great Book of Melanin Research, the hard copy. And I will hook you up with a hat. And for this week, I will be putting in 2 decks of flashcards. All right, so I will be giving you the Law and Government flashcards 1 and 2. So if you order the Great Book of Melanin Research, the hard copy, you get the full police stop law package for free, plus one of the free hats, and I'm going to give you the police stop flashcards number 1 and 2. I don't have one right here. It's in the kitchen, but you're going to get 1 and police stop flashcards number 1 and 2. All right, plus a hat. So make sure you get over there and support. That's realnagas.com if you want the free stuff. All right, and then make sure again, last one, the homie Timmy Tight Top, Weed Juice. Make sure y'all go and support. He got the best juices in the market, whatever the market's doing, he got it. This is the sweet, juicy juice right here. This is the Baby I'm a Star, white grape, strawberry, and blueberry, off the chains, becoming one of my favorites. My favorite is the surprisingly sweet. So make sure y'all go over there. That's the grapefruit and cantaloupe, which is off the chain. And then this is also one of my other favorites, the strawberry lemonade, off the chain. Mrs. B, whoa, thank you, girl. Thank you, Mrs. B. Appreciate you. Man, appreciate everybody who's giving me support, man. I love y'all, man. But so some of that support to Timmy Tight Top at We Juice. That's OUIjuice.com. OUIjuice.com. Put in 5 off juice. That's the number 5 off juice, and you will get hooked up. Also, he has
the anti-inflammatories. If your knees, your joints, anything, all that is aching right here. The turmeric shots, the turmeric anti-inflammatory shots. He got all of that. Because my bones be aching, and if yours be aching, make sure you get over there and hook it up. WeJuice.com. All right, everybody. Oh, real quick, and I put this out a couple of shows ago for people who where we have a medical business, and so if you have any experience in sales, preferably medical sales, but if you're experienced in sales, make sure you hit us up. Also for business, we need business administrators or business organizers. So if you have any skills in that, make sure you hit us up. That's American Medical Billing One. That's the number one. Again, I said this last time, some people didn't get it. American Medical Billing One, the number one at gmail.com. Okay, again, please, moderators, put this in the chat for me. American Medical Billing One at gmail.com. If you have any sales experience, medical sales experience, preferably, but just sales experience or business administration, business organization. All right, hit us up and we'll see what's up with you. All right, everybody, let's get into it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Uh, So, real quick, so Los Angeles, I don't know if y'all, so 50 Cent, he came out and he was talking about how Los Angeles is about to go down, is about to fall, basically, because there's a new law. Well, it's an old law that California had during the pandemic, and they took it off. It was because I said so. Thank you, girl. Appreciate you. Appreciate you, girl. Uh, it was an old law that was dealing with the jails. So during the pandemic, they were not putting people in jail for minor crimes because they said the jails were filled up. Also, they didn't want the health risk of people being too close, breathing on each other, which is all bullcrap. Whatever. They just wanted to shut the legal system down because this disrupts when you shut the legal system shut the legal system down, it disrupts your rights, the system of your rights of getting remedy for your rights being violated. That's really what they want. They want all man. It is such a major plan going on to disrupt all the major institutions of America to get you so riled up that you're not rooted and grounded in anything anymore. Then it's easy to shift you into this one world bullcrap that they have coming on. But so in Los Angeles though, they're reinstating, which is crazy because I might have to move up out of Cali. I love Cali, man, but damn, they are tripping out here in California, Los Angeles. Because they're about to they're about to put this law back on the books. So they're basically it's what is it says? It says the judge issued a ruling where the California is called the no bail law. And when he issued the ruling, he asked if anyone objected, like anybody on the council objected to reinstating the bail law, and nobody on the Los Angeles City Council, they said they didn't say anything. So now people will be let out of jail for crimes like assault, like just small stuff, like well, it's not small stuff. Like they'll call it small stuff because say it's not an offense big enough to try to pack the jail because the jails are overrun in Los Angeles. It's crazy. County jail is insane. So they're letting people get away with small stuff, robbery, assault, all of these different things. You can go do these things. You'll get arrested, but what happened is they'll take you down. They'll take you down, and they'll release you. So basically, you can just commit crime now in Los Angeles and not be arrested. That's insane. So even stuff like carjackings and stuff like that, if you didn't brutally hurt anyone in a carjacking or anything like that, they'll let your ass out of jail. Now, if you do it again and they catch you, then that's when so they'll basically if they catch you the first time, they'll implement a ruling. Yo, cause I said so. Got me again. Thank you, appreciate you, girl. Uh, so they'll give you a ruling. They'll say this will happen if this happens again, right? So it'll be some stipulations that'll happen. So or some repercussions that'll happen if you commit the crime again. But then they'll let you go. So then if you commit it again, then those stipulations that they set in place will then take effect. Ivory Muhammad, thank you, girl. It's a sound check. That's all I got. It's at the highest. That might be your phone. I got fans going on in here because it's hot as hell. So if y'all can't hear me a little, it might be some of the fans. But sorry, it's hot as hell in here. It's hot as hell today. So then they'll let you back out. So what is this for? Do they plan to keep this going? No, they don't plan to keep this going. These things are to build up the tension enough to where people become so terrified. This is like so people like 50 Cent, so rich people we're talking about in Los Angeles. So the rich people become so terrified and and on edge that they call for every type of authoritative measure to be put in effect to stop the violence or the robberies or whatever it is, the mayhem. What that means is a police state. That's what's about to happen. That's just in LA, but they're doing this all over the place. I told you about Cop City, which they're building in Atlanta. This super giant facility for police officers to train, so they can just throw out police officers like a conveyor belt out in Atlanta just to smash on all the brothers and sisters in Atlanta. They're doing this in Florida. They're doing this all over the place. They are ramping up the police force. Angela Moore, thank you. Appreciate you, girl. So they have to build up the not the desire, the need. It's not even need. That's more of a lighter term. But they have to build up the need, for about like a better term, for the authoritative state. They have to build, so they have to create that because they just can't implement an authoritative state and then have you say okay. They got to make you beg for it. You gotta crawl and scrape and cry. Please give us more police. We need more police. Please save us. You sure? You sure? You sure you want more police? I'm gonna ask you one more time. More police? Okay, all right, nigga, go ahead, nigga, go on and get in there. And then they got all the niggas waiting. They got all the police waiting behind the door just to make you beg. Oh, hey, you did say. Wait, one more time. You say it with me. I want more. Come on, more police. Okay, that's all we needed to hear, my nigga. That's what's getting ready to pop off. So if y'all don't know that, if y'all don't see it right now, it's a whole new game. And I've been telling y'all this for the longest. So please make sure you start learning your rights out here. So that's also we're you can go to knowyourrightsfoundation.org, get some of the materials, learn your rights. Go to realknockers.com, order the Great Book of Melon Research. I'll send you the whole police stop package for free. But at some point in time, just go to the law library. Whatever you need to do, y'all need to start learning your rights because when they implement this police state, the major part of this is supposed to kick in 2030. So right now, what they're doing, this is the build-up. You're in the build-up before they put the complete smash on you. So right now, you need to do what you need to do in order to bypass all of that. If you're just sitting around just chilling, when they finally implement the plan, and you've been hearing this for years and years, and you sit back and be like, oh shit, man, I heard this shit 4 years ago. Yeah, you sure did. And you didn't do a goddamn thing, did you? Nope. So, fuck California. Fuck Los Angeles. I may be moving. Well, I might be coming out there to Houston or Atlanta with some of y'all nigga police in Atlanta and Houston. Y'all just as crazy. They even crazier in Atlanta and Houston and Florida. Yeah, the worst police departments in America are Florida, Georgia. This is going by state. Florida, Georgia, uh, Texas, Colorado, Missouri. You go put Missouri in there. Then New York and California may fall soon. But California died down a lot because they implemented a whole lot of policies to stop police officers from arresting people. So now you see even more policies they stop them. So in California right now, you ain't got no problems with the police. But that's bad if you don't want criminals robbing you. That's bad if you got a lot of shit that you don't want stolen from the from the niggas in the street. But if you just on some on your regular stuff, California got some good laws for the people, but it's about to go crazy out here. It's like in Chicago, going on in Chicago, they just made everybody in here. Only half the people in here have hit the dang like button. Take your shoes off. You, yep, you talking to your ass who didn't hit the like button. Take your shoes off when you enter the crib. You know what that means? That means hit the like button, people. Why y'all always gotta do me wrong and track shit and cat piss and all that in my house on my carpet? I don't do that. I'm very stickler about that. No cat piss, no dog shit on your shoes. Nuh-uh. Take your shoes off when you enter my crib. Hit the like button. So Chicago, they just created a law that made it illegal to deny rent to immigrants. Man, these cities, America's going crazy. America is not about to be, but it's not the same as it was 5 years ago, but especially in the next 5 years, you ain't gonna recognize America. It's gonna be none of the shit that we used to, that our values and principles and all that shit is going out the door. So this immigrants coming over every goddamn day, like 10,000 immigrants, 12,000 or something a day are coming across the border. It's crazy. We're trying at least to come across the border. So where the fuck they gonna live? With you. They gonna live with your ass in the hood. In your ass. Eduardo is coming where your ass is in the hood. You think this nigga going to Beverly Hills? You think this nigga going to where the rich place is in New York or Florida? No, them niggas ain't going there. They coming to your hood, Darnell. Larry Jenkins, whoever. They coming to the hood to live with you. And then take up and then blend in with you, and then over a certain amount of time, they become the new community. As you see what's going on in Paris, all of those immigrants are over there burning the shit out of Paris. Those are the African immigrants that they let over there. That's burning down Paris. It ain't the Parisian. It ain't them niggas burning down their own city. It's the Africans who said, fuck you niggas and all the shit you've done to Africa. And they're burning the shit out of Paris right now. So in Chicago, all the immigrants over there, you can see all the immigrants are chilling they're sleeping on the floor of the police station. Who was that? Mitzi Green. Thank you. Thank everybody hitting the cash app. They're sleeping on the police stations. Real crazy, so much so that police officers got in trouble for sexually harassing some of the young kids, some of the young ones, the young immigrants over there. They're sleeping in the police stations. They got some in there about 17, 18, 16, 17, 18, and the punk ass police officers over there are sexually harassing the goddamn people over there. So this is what's going on. This is in Chicago. Now in Chicago though, because they got so many immigrants over there, they are allowing the immigrants to rent, because you're not supposed to be able to rent, as a legal immigrant and all. There's laws against all of this stuff. So they just passed a law that says it's illegal for you to deny rent to illegal immigrants. So that means now they can buy a property, they can start buying houses, not just renting, just not just renting places, they can start buying up houses and shit. Illegal immigrants, they can be over here illegally, nigga. No, they just walk their fucking ass over here, nigga, ain't ask nobody nothing. Roll straight up to Chicago and start buying y'all niggas out of land. And then what does that do in a few years? When all of them start buying up all the land around your ass. Because niggas don't buy land. Niggas don't buy houses. We don't buy property. We rent our asses off and give all our money away to the Khazars, to the Caucasian and the Khazars. We don't never own anything. Let me tell you something about Mexicans and Hispanics. I know what I know about them. They work their asses off together. You'll see 20 of them living in one bedroom apartment, fucking single. You'll see 20 of them because they saving their money and they mashing out. We don't got that. If you see 20 niggas living in the goddamn house, is Big Mama house, and it's all the grandkids, all the cousins and the grandkids, and everybody else living in the house ain't contributing, just eating up shit. That's usually how it is. If you see 20 people in the house with melanated people, we're not living there so that we can get to a higher spot. We're not sacrificing so that we can get to a higher spot. We live niggas, we got you. But they'll live there because it's a sacrifice, and they're all pooling their money. They're all working, pooling their money, doing the jobs your ass don't want to do. And then boom, before you know it, them niggas got 10, 20 houses, few businesses and shit. So Chicago, and then the law makes them, this is crazy. The law in Chicago makes illegal immigrants a special class citizen. I told y'all this is all about classism. Y'all want to believe that this whole society is racist and all that. This society ain't fuck. You don't give a fuck about no race. Well, very little. It's about class. How much money you got? Can you get in the back room, nigga? Huh? You got enough to get into the rich folks speakeasy back here, nigga? Because if you ain't, nigga, keep your bitch broke ass out. Nigga, we don't, nigga, hey, how much money you got? Nigga, bro, turn your pockets out. Pull your pockets out. Let me pat your ass, nigga. Nigga, you ain't got shit, nigga. Hey, somebody come get this nigga. You ain't getting in the back room with the rich folks. It don't matter what color your ass is. If you plaid, though, and you worth $1 billion, it don't make you, come on right in, Mr. Plaid. Get right on in there, sir. We got the special table for you right on over here. We got 3 hoes over there that's ready to go do what you need to do. And we got the bottle service ready for you, Mr. Plaid. Thank you, sir. They don't care. Appreciate you. Yeah, the justice. Thank you. They don't care about your color. So illegal immigrants will be made a special class. You know who else is a special class? LGBTQ. They're a special class. You know who else is a special class? Asian people. They're a special class citizen. You know who ain't a special class? Yo ass. You've been fighting for civil rights and all this type of shit all the whole goddamn time. How come you ain't got no special class? You can't get no special rights. Illegal immigrants can. The LGBT mafia can. Asians can. They just got to sign the no hate Asian law, whatever that Biden signed in. So all these are special protected classes that if you do anything to them, that's your ass. Where's the special? Where our shit at? Where's our shit? Where's the special class niggas? You're not gonna get it because you are a special class of niggas or blacks or something that's not real, something that's not a class or a status class within the legal system. Black is a color. It's not a status class. It's an adjective. So you can't get any rights for an adjective. But most of y'all don't know that. You keep pushing, talking about rights and reparations and all this and that, or calling yourself black. You relish in it. You bathe, you just cuddle in it. Like it's like it's a little blanket. Oh, that's black. You just warm yourself up in a little black blanket. I'm black. That blanket is infested with monkeypox and CV-19 and Marburg and all the rest of the whatever the hell is that's one of them disease blankets they threw on the Native American land, and you just snuggling up in it like I'm black. No, you can't get anything as black as a class. And you see these people come over here and their class, and again, a legal immigrant is a certain type of class within the system. An immigrant it's a legal classification. So then they can get laws made for them. So it's Chinese, that's a legal classification. LGBT, they made them a legal classification when they gave them rights. So where your classification at, Nick? Y'all trying to get, yo, who's that? Monique, Tyler. Appreciate you. Thank you. Y'all up here trying to call yourself FBA and ADOS, slaves and black, all words that have no meaning in law. So Chicago, people in Chicago, I feel for y'all because they're really trying to take over. Well, they're doing this all over the country. Let's just get that straight. They're doing it in Los Angeles, San Diego, Florida, Texas, all these different places. But Chicago as well and New York. So, but Chicago, they just made them a special class. So y'all need to watch out over in Chicago because all your rights will be usurped and slid over to the illegal immigrants. They're already doing that. So unless y'all get involved, man, I know it seems like I be here preaching to y'all niggas every day, but shit, if your ass somebody punching you in the face, and all you want to do is get an ice cream while this nigga punch, hey, can I get another ice cream, my nigga? Give me one of those, the slim, yeah, one of those, the eclairs. And you just getting punched in the face, and you ain't worried about this nigga punching you in the face. Sometimes you gotta block. So get out there and learn your rights. Then did y'all see moving along? Did y'all see BRICS next month is about to release the dollar, the gold backed dollar in BRICS. It's coming next month. Next month, this stuff, man, we distracted with 150 million different things. The real stuff that's going on though behind the scenes, economy crashing, money changing over, all of this type of stuff. The legal system crashing. All of this stuff is happening, but they got you worried about Ukraine, football or whatever the hell. What's going on? It ain't football right now, but whatever the hell, whatever sport they got going on right now. 50 million things. So BRICS is about to release that gold backed dollar. Y'all better get your, please, everybody. I only put this in here real quick because I've talked about this before, so I'm not gonna spend a lot of time on it because you already know we broke this down. But BRICS is, y'all, again, if you're new, BRICS is Brazil, Russia, India, excuse me, China, and South Africa, and they're creating a new system, a new money system to take the power away from the dollar. Take the power away from the dollar. So it's already implemented. 40-something countries are in BRICS. They have so many more on the waiting list, which means America, the inevitability of or just the downgrading. I don't say the downfall. America's too big to fail, but it can be downgraded from the number one to the number 2 or 3 in the world. And when that happens, what happens to your money? What happens to your lifestyle? You've been living high on the hog, living middle class in America. You can live like a king somewhere else. But what happens when our system of money and our system is not number 1? We number 3. What happens to your money then? Nobody ever thought about that shit. Well, you need to diversify your shit. Go out there, get you some gold. I told you, go out and get you some gold, silver, Bitcoin. Absolutely. Get you some Bitcoin because Bitcoin is, again, it's about the technologies and not about the money. It's about the technology of the blockchain. And they can't corrupt it or they can't take it over because it's on so many different platforms or what they call ledgers. But that's different computer systems around the world. So they would have to take control over 51% of the computers in the network in order to take over to be able to corrupt Bitcoin. They can't do that. That's damn near impossible. So Bitcoin is what you would want to get to save your money. It's not about. I mean, and eventually, if this system crashes, Bitcoin will, the market value will rise like crazy. But that's not why you want it. You want it to preserve your wealth. Get that Bitcoin, put it on an external wallet, and if anything goes down, like the cyber attacks that they're trying to, that they're warning you that's going to happen eventually. They keep talking about cyber attacks and attacks on the power grid and all this and that. So if that happens, you still got your money stored in the wallet. Also, gold and silver, they can't, and that an EMP or a cyber attack has nothing to do with gold and silver. So make sure that all your stuff is not in one place, please. And act like act like you getting some information from here and you're doing something with it. Don't just come here because you think I'm funny every goddamn week. Do something with the information, please. AppMex. You can go to AppMex. APMEX. That's where I buy my stuff. I buy my Star Wars silver from there. Y'all ain't gotta be like me. They got all kind of silver. They got regular stuff. You regular fuddy duddy niggas. If you want to buy regular stuff, you go ahead and buy your fuddy duddy, no life gold and silver. But for me, I like my Star Wars. I like my Marvel coins. I got all that type of stuff. So those are called collector's coins or novelty coins, which could be worth more for a collector if you buy those. So please make sure you get your financial education on and your financial diversification on. Just had to let y'all know that because that's very important. It's coming out next month. That dollar, they're planning into in a conference. They're gonna unveil the dollar. So when that happens, what happens to the American dollar, right? And it's not that it can take the American dollar down that fast. It would be years before they can do something like that. But it can incrementally drop the value of the dollar to where if you're not paying attention, boom, 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 your money is going away like that. So get your gold and silver. Moving along, did y'all see that the Decepticon won Miss Netherlands, the Miss Netherlands contest? Did y'all see that bullshit? A dude, a Decepticon won the Miss Netherlands beauty contest. So basically, what they said is that this dude is a better looking woman than an actual woman. And if you seen the women that this nigga was going against, ain't no way in hell. It was some gorgeous women. Yo, Roger Rose, thank you, brother. So it can be an all-out purge if the currency falls. Yep, it sure can. That's why you want to stack. Get dollars too. Don't let it all fall. Get dollars. So we can still use dollars. If all of this shit crashes, we still know dollars as a medium of exchange. So we'll still be able to use that stuff. So get dollars, gold, silver, Bitcoin. You make sure you have all of that just in case. Yo, Christopher Clark, thank you, brother. He said, look up patient. He said, is it patient or patent? Maybe patent. SHA-256. NSA created Bitcoin. Look at XRP instead. Yeah, so, well, again, Bitcoin is, Bitcoin is only Bitcoin. There's only one Bitcoin. A lot of other people come out to call it Bitcoin, all the other currencies Bitcoin. There's only one Bitcoin, and that's because of the ledger system that it uses. No one else has a ledger system like that. So that they have the best ledger system, open meaning open system, meaning everyone can look into the books than anyone. They have it better than anyone else. But so the Decepticon, one of the Miss Netherlands, saying that this dude looked better than all the other real pretty natural female women that was in the pack. Now, after this, the Decepticon could go on to the Miss Universe, meaning that's everybody. That's all the countries in the world. So they get to be in the beauty pageant with all the women around the world. Now, does anybody think that because of some woke ass politics, they're gonna try to make that transformer Decepticon win? You goddamn right they gonna do that shit. Absolutely, they gonna do that shit. Now they may be scared of the backlash, so that may be the only thing that keeps them out, because there's been a lot of backlash recently about pushing so much this alphabet soup ideology into our face. So that may be the only thing that saves it. But goddamn, a dude, a dude is a better looking woman than a woman. What the fuck? And the motherfucker, I think the dude's name is Ricky something. Nigga still got his name Ricky. What the fuck? Ricky is a better looking woman than the rest of the women in the Netherlands. Holy shit. These niggas are going crazy on this woke bullshit. It's going, man. We are in the flip time. Again, America, when countries start focusing in on this type of stuff, that's usually in their downfall. One immaculate. Thank you, brother. Oh, thank you, bro. Appreciate you, man. You're seeing the downfall of America, or what we say, the downgrade. But the downgrade of America will be like a downfall, because America's been at the top for so goddamn long. So their fall is going to be, it's going to be a fall, but it's not going to be a destruction of America, because America, again, is too big to fail. Too much money here for it to go to shit. So they need it to still be a viable system and country. But at the top, no, that's not what they're looking at. And again, all of the alphabet soup ideology is how they break you down, because all it does is causes confusion in the citizenry, and you niggas don't want to make the country great at some point in time, because these ideologies go against the system that people live in. They actually start to hate the country that they're in. So like what they say right now, like 16% of generation, only 16% of Generation Z thinks America is good. Only 16% of Generation Z thinks America is a good country. Now, America's fucked up and all that type of shit. We done talked about all that. Yeah, America got the most fucked up. They got a fucked up history. They done killed and lied and shit and peed and robbed and raped. And all. Yes, they done did all of that shit. But out of all the countries left in the world right now, out of all the fuckeries, the fucked up countries, America is still the best country for your ass to be in. You are nowhere in no other country are you freer than in America. That's a fact. That's why they're trying to take it down. Every other country, they can lock up every other country with the governments over there. They can't do it over here because each state is like its own government. You have 50 different governments. That's why the World Health Organization plan won't work. If they implement it, if the federal government signs over the rights to the World Health Organization to implement plans around the world when a pandemic happens, it won't work for America, because the only people who will be obligated to do anything would be the federal government. All other 50 states would be independently able to do their own thing still. So that's why I'm telling you, America is the top motherfucking country for freedom right now. No matter what you think about the history of America and all this and that, where you at right now? Where you at right now? Nigga, stop living in the fucking fantasy world. Where the hell your ass is right now? You're in the freest country. And if the shit gets taken down, then you're gonna be fucked. So this is how they do it with gender confusion and sex confusion. You ain't thinking about how to make the country good and great or none of that. You thinking about my identity, my truth. This is all that matters. My truth is all that matters. I don't care what you think. I don't care what anyone else thinks. If I want to be a fucking rooster, I'll go out here and cock-a-doodle-doo, fucker. I'll get on top of a fucking fence at the morning dawn and I'll cock-a-doodle-doo all I fucking want. And that's because it's my truth. Cock-a-doodle. So this is where the psychosis is right now. No matter what the fuck you say, it's my truth. No matter what the fuck it is, nigga. Your truth is my nigga. My truth is my truth. So when you have it like that, this is when the downfall of the country. Because again, part of the confusion is the gender. So they just started taking urinals out of schools. They started taking urinals out of schools because because this is how they put it. There are boys without penises. There are boys who exist, because it's my truth. It's all about what I believe here. There are boys, they say, who don't have penises. So urinals are intimidating to the people who identify as boys and don't have the equipment. So in order to make them feel good, we can't pee standing up. Is this some fuckery, nigga? Or you can't be seen peeing standing up. Because you can go in the stall and pee standing up, but can't nobody see you, which means you're not offending the people that ain't got the goddamn equipment to pee like you. Yo, Christopher Clark, thank you, brother. No, I don't need to do no stand up. I'm just crazy. I'm telling you, I'm not funny. I ain't making jokes. I'm crazy, man. This is how I'm receiving the information. But they don't want you peeing standing up intimidates the dudes with no penis who can't pee standing up. Well, if you can't pee standing up, you ain't no dude. What the fuck is going on, man? They want to emasculate the motherfucking dudes because eventually, you know, a lot of dudes gonna sit down to pee. If you sit down to pee, if you a dude, you sit down to pee, nigga. What you doing, nigga? Stand your bitch ass up and target. Get some good aim like every other nigga out here. But urinals out of the schools because it makes the other ones feel bad. Can't make the boys without penises feel bad, guys. You can't do it. It's our duty. It's our responsibility to take care of their feelings. Because we know that there are boys born without penises. And it's our duty to protect them. Not make them feel alienated and ostracized when we go and pee and standing up in front of them. We can't do that. That's what they said at the school. We can't do that. Like, nigga, if you don't get your bitch ass out of here, nigga, pee on your shoe. So they're trying to emasculate the kids in school. You should have been took your children out of school by now. So if they're still in school and they got to sit down peeing, that's on you. Then America, so basically 20% of Gen Z at this point, 20% of Gen Z identifies as alphabet soup. They said even more so 48% of college students identify, I think it's high school and college students, 48% identify as alphabet soup. So is that natural or is that social contagion? Meaning my homies is doing it, so I got to do it. I can't be left out in the cold, nigga. Oh shit, we gay now, nigga? Huh? Oh shit, nigga, get my rainbow goddamn shirt, nigga. I ain't know we was gay. Hey, nigga, we gay now, nigga. I ain't know. Yeah, they do. Yeah, we did. He said we gay. Shit, I guess we gay. What we do now? I don't know, nigga. I ain't really gay. I'm just saying I'm gay because you said you was gay. Shit, I'm saying I'm gay because you said you was gay. Oh shit, nigga. Everybody ever see that Martin episode where he went to the retreat, him and Gina, because Martin was too angry, and it was Michael Jai White, and he was supposed to be gay at the retreat with another dude, and then at the end, both of them niggas they start fighting, and they found out like, nigga, I ain't gay, I ain't gay, nigga. So, but that's what they want. That's basically social contagion. You saying you gay because the homie say he gay. And you ain't gonna be able to get into the gay place that y'all go to because you ain't said you was gay when everybody else said, hey, nigga, hold up, nigga, wait a minute, I got to say what? I got to say, I got to say I'm gay? I got to say I'm gay? But I ain't gay. Sure. I got to do that to get in the club? Oh, nigga, hey, nigga, well, fuck that, nigga, I'm be in the house. Nigga, fuck that, nigga, I'm be in the house watching Star Wars, my nigga. Y'all holler at me later. Then they made it. Then 6 states in America, just keep it going. 6 states in America make it mandatory to teach alphabet soup curriculum in school. Damn it, I don't have the school. I forgot to copy the schools down, but the states. I forgot to copy the states down. So y'all would know. But obviously California is one of them. I think New York, Florida, and 3 others. But it's mandatory. It's law in these states that they have to teach alphabet soup curriculum. Now you see why all these damn books and stuff are showing up in these kids' schools. All of these pink-haired teachers and green-haired and green and pink-haired and purple, blue, pink, green-haired teachers is showing up in your goddamn school, which don't know shit about actual things in the world that you teaching your kid about. But nigga, all the goddamn nigga, a rainbow float, nigga, they gonna teach your kid all about that shit. Hey nigga, you wanna learn how to flip off of a rainbow float, nigga, with only goddamn G-string, nigga? Come on in there, let me tell you, nigga, flip it to page 72. 72 tells you specifically, nigga, because you got to have the thong on properly. Because when you do the flip off the goddamn boat, off the float, you don't want the thong going up in too straight. So flip to 72 because it's gonna tell you how to position your thong right. Like nigga, if you don't get your bitch ass bullshit out of goddamn school, are you kidding me? It's mandatory to teach them. What does that got to do? How's that going to help them be productive in society? Mandatorily learning about alphabet soup community. With a community who has all the rights that everybody else do. They're not marginalized. They're not ostracized by anybody. It's fucking insane. Matter of fact, some dude, some gay dude. Did y'all see this in the news? Some gay dude, he got set on fire. Did y'all see about the gay dude who got set on fire? This motherfucker got boom, right? So the police came to they went to because he had to go to the ER, right? So the police came and took his statement, and he said that some people rolled up on him and said that he was gay. So this is what they're trying to do. They're trying to spark up some bullshit. He said 2 dudes rolled up on him and screamed, "We don't fuck with gays" or something like that. Well, we don't fuck with gays, and they sprayed him down. They threw him down with lighter fluid and set the nigga on fire. And he said it was a hate crime, gay hate crime, gay hate crimes and all this and that. So he got all the police in on it. Police came, like, oh shit, hate crime. Because sexual orientation. If you try to hurt somebody's sexual orientation, nigga, that's a big crime. That's a hate crime. That's Justice Department and all that, right? So basically, this nigga basically turned out to be Juicy Smollett, juicy Smollett. He turned out to be juicy. Because when they finally did the investigation, they found out that this nigga got into a fight with a pregnant woman. He assaulted the pregnant woman, and the pregnant woman, in her defense, she set that nigga on fire. Said, bitch ass nigga, poof, show ass off of me. So shout out to that girl, but for defending yourself. But so she set that nigga on fire because he was assaulting her. But this nigga said he comes out and puts out that it was a gay hate crime, which would spark up the rhetoric, the anti-gay rhetoric and all this and that. If you now, the anti-gay shit is on heighten now. Now everybody seems like, oh, now everybody's against the gay people and all. Man, this is bullshit. Ain't nobody care about you being gay. Preston Davis, thank you, brother. Nobody give a shit about your ass being gay these days, nigga. Do what the fuck you do. Just don't try to preach it to me, nigga. That's why that shit was so unbelievable. In 2023, somebody rolling up on your ass, nigga, talking about we don't fuck with gays and set your ass on fire, nigga. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. Ain't nobody doing that in 2023. Maybe 1983, but not in 2023. So this is the bullshit that's ramping up. Then there was a college professor who was fired. This is bullshit. College professor got fired for teaching basic biology of male and female. This college professor, he's an Indian dude. He's been a college professor for 20 years at this college. Biology teacher, teaching the same shit for 20 years. You get up there, he's religious, but he doesn't teach his religion in his class. So he gets up there and he talks about males being at the, when you get to 23rd chromosomes, the 23rd chromosome of a male is XY, and the 23rd chromosome of a female is XX. And this is what makes you male, female, blah, blah. Some students went and told the faculty, went told the school board or faculty or whatever, that this nigga was preaching hate in the classroom for teaching biology. That this nigga was preaching hate. So then the school fired this nigga, which is crazy to do because as a teacher, and especially as a professor, you have something called tenure. Tenure is damn near when a teacher gets tenure, it's damn near impossible to fire them. You got to goddamn kill somebody in front of the whole faculty, in front of the school, for them to fire your ass, and if you're tenured, right? So for them to just fire this nigga because somebody went and complained and said that he was being discriminatory or whatever, he was teaching hate or whatever because he's teaching actual biology. This is insane. So they fired him, right? So they came and fired him because they lied and said he was teaching religion in the school, in the classroom, which is why they fired him, which is still against the law. You are protected in America under free speech for religion. So even if he has religious beliefs and he was saying them in class, you can't fire him for that. So these niggas got a major lawsuit on their hands. They about to lose their ass off. But this punk bitch ass soft soy cotton ass cotton white fucking students in there can't hear that a male and females are biologically different. Because of that, this fool got fired after 20 years. What he should have said was, okay, if what I'm teaching is wrong, how come you didn't have a problem with it the whole other 20 years I've been teaching the shit? What happened to the last 20 years? I've been teaching this shit for 20 goddamn years. You get a syllabus at the beginning of the year on what I'm going to teach for the year. So you already know. So if you had a problem with me teaching that male and females are biologically different, you should have said something at the beginning of the goddamn school year. Or 20 goddamn years ago. Because science hasn't changed. There's no science that says male and females are the same people and they can change into each other. There's no science that says that. Only what is it? Modern opinion. That's only opinion, rhetoric. There's no actual science behind it. This nigga got fired for teaching male and female. This motherfucker is going crazy, y'all. You can't teach basic biology in school. You woman, me man, we come together, create more of us. That's wrong! Oh wait, that's wrong! It's so wrong! I'm offended! I'm offended as a person, a human! Like, wait a minute. How did you get here? That doesn't matter! That doesn't matter! Now, it's only now. And my truth, now, what I believe in here. It's only what I believe here to here. My truth, not yours. So, if we on some old, it's whatever the fuck I think it is shit, we at that point, you are in a nation with psychosis, a crazy nation, a nation with mental disorder. At that point, basically, America is transgender. America is transgender. It's Decepticon. And I really mean that at this point, like metaphorically, because America, it was built as hyper masculine. Men strong, men fight, we rob, boom, 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 all that, right? Patriotism. Boom, the father of the country, blah, 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 Uncle Sam, blah, blah, all this hyper masculine. That's the country, that's why America whoops everybody ass. It's the alpha in the world. That's masculine shit. There's alpha women too, for sure. But that's number one. Alpha. Hi, what the fuck you say, nigga? Huh? Ooh, nigga. Oh, you just said hello? Oh, my bad, nigga. I ain't shit, nigga. I thought I misheard you, nigga. I ain't know. I was about to slap shit out of you, nigga. Oh, my bad. Oh, hello. How you doing? Alpha slapped shit out of you for thinking you said something wrong. That was America. Yo, Bio 1656. Thank you, brother. This Biden is calling for World War III. Yeah, who is he going to send? We'll talk about that in a minute. So, America used to be hyper masculine. Now you're starting to see the whole world, the whole America has flipped. And that's usually inevitable. The pendulum swings. If you were extreme masculine on one end, the pendulum would have to swing back to the other side eventually. And you're going to be hyper feminine. And that's where the country's moving to at this point. That's just the natural laws of the universe. That's, again, go get your Kabbalion. The pendulum swings. So, as we were hyper masculine, moving into the hyper feminine. However, when you're in the feminine aspect of your energy, you're no longer you're no longer in the protective stage. I'm the protector. You're in the more I need to be secure. You're more passive. Feminine energy is more passive. Males are aggressive. It's this I'm gonna smack the shit out of you. Shut the fuck up. Women are more how do you feel? It's okay. How do you feel? Let me know how you feel. We can make adjustments. And don't worry about it. We can make adjustments for you. How do you feel? Don't worry about that. Don't worry about if you're gonna mess everything up up here. That doesn't matter. Only thing that matters is how you feel. Now, of course, all, excuse me, all women ain't like that. But for the most part, feminine energy is passive, it's accepting, receptive. Whereas masculine energy is, nigga, get the fuck away from me. I'll slap shit out. I ain't gonna tell you again. You're gonna get one. You can get one toe, one time toe. Last time the smacks. So we are in the America is Decepticon. We Transformer. When you got the military, your tax money is funding sex changes in the military and drag shows in the military. When the military is supposed to be the most hardcore killer gangsters of all time. What the hell you think the other countries think when they hear our military is struggling over gender identity? You think that scared the shit out of Putin and them? when he think motherfucking Shanae is coming to Shanae coming to kill him, you think that scare him? Or Wanda from In Living Color? Shout out to Jamie Foxx. Do you think that's gonna scare the shit out of him if he think Wanda or Shanae coming to kill him? Hell no. He ain't scared of that shit. So y'all better understand, or we need to move it back. It doesn't necessarily have to be hyper masculine, but we need to move it. We need to get masculinity back, because when the man is not protecting the house is vulnerable for invasion from anybody. So this is what we need to get to. And the last thing I want to say, is this America's karma? Is it America's karma for this to happen? Because, again, this is the downfall of America, but is it supposed to happen to America? Is this America's, this is your, as Malcolm says, you're coming home to roost? This is America's, the chickens coming home to roost? Well, if it is, what are you going to do in the aftermath? And if it isn't, if it's just, we're in the volatile stage where we can keep it, we can stop it from changing to that, what are you going to do to stop it? Because at the end of the day, this whole shit, they're trying to tell you that men and women are equal. Men and women are not equal. We are equal in spirit, not manifestation. Again, I'll say that again. Men and women are equal in spirit, not in manifestation. We balance each other out. But one doesn't have, the other does. And that's the way it's supposed to be. Meaning we need each other. One cannot survive and live without the other. We are interconnected. Together, man and woman make one being, make God. So, them trying to take you away from that and trying to flip you and tell you that you can be this when you're that, and you can be this when you're that. This is a major disruption of the harmonic energy in the universe, of the divine masculine and divine feminine, which allows them to go ahead and then implement anything they want as far as change in the world. So just watch out, everybody. Make sure y'all teaching your children and keeping them away from the bullshit. Then moving along, as my man said, Biden is sending troops over to Europe to get ready to fight in Ukraine. It's called Operation Resolve. Operation Resolve. Biden is getting ready to send American troops to fight for the border, to fight at the border over in Ukraine, when you got thousands of people running across the border right now in America. But we about to send our troops and our money over there to fight some other niggas' border that we ain't got shit to do with. Over over $200 billion. That's more money than the entire Russian military budget. We have spent more money, we've given Ukraine more money than the entire Russian military budget. And we still giving them money. Just gave them another $800 million of your money that they take out your taxes. So they're supposed to send troops over there now? They're supposed to send our people over there to die for Ukraine? For what? What the fuck did you crazy do for America? You want to know what you crazy did for America? You want to know? The child traffic. One of the biggest places for child. Come on, move it along. That's one of the biggest spots over there. And the bioweapons labs. The bioweapon labs are over there. And so basically it's a money laundering cash cow. They sending all that money being sent over there is dirty money being laundered. But it's the biggest place for the child moving along. And that's really ramping up. And that's really ramping up in here because they talked about that. The dude who did the movie Sound of Freedom, I forgot, Tim Ballard, that's his name. So check it, go look him up. The dude Tim Ballard, right? So he said Ukraine, because he went over to Ukraine. He's the one, he's been rescuing children all over the world, right? Since he's been doing this. He has a foundation where he rescues kids since he did this movie thing, right? So he went over, one of the spots he had to go was Ukraine. And he said when he went over to Ukraine, the shit that he saw, the trafficking that he saw in Ukraine was insane. He's like, it's the biggest place for trafficking. It's the biggest place. This is what the dude of Sound of Freedom said. So now you know why they over there. And to keep the pedophile stuff going, or the trafficking stuff going, California, they just axed a bill that would turn child traffickers into serious felons. It would basically have made trafficking, kid trafficking, a death penalty. Would have given the death penalty for that. But California nixed the bill. They wiped it out. They said, nah. They said, nah. Wait a minute. What do you got against turning child traffickers into serious felons where it can be a death penalty against them? Why are you trying to protect the traffickers? California? Well, anybody who knows about California knows Hollywood is one of the biggest goddamn places for running children. As told by old boy Corey Feldman, who was in Lost Boys, and he was coming out with all that stuff. And then that's when the Me Too thing happened. When he was getting ready to expose all the child trafficking stuff, he was getting ready to come out with a documentary. He was crowdfunding for the documentary to tell about all the child trafficking in Hollywood. As soon as he did that, that's when the Me Too thing happened. That's when Me Too happened. They shut that shit down with Me Too. So California, Hollywood, basically, they don't want all the traffickers in Hollywood getting arrested and put under the death penalty. This shit is huge, y'all. This shit is crazy huge. And what in the hell is we gonna do about it? This shit is insane. People go check out the movie Sound of Freedom. Breaking off. It's supposed to be breaking off the adrenocrazy. That's why they're calling the movie QAnon. They're calling the movie a QAnon movie. It has nothing to do with religion. QAnon ain't even in the movie. The movie was made 5 years ago, before QAnon was even a thing. QAnon wasn't even a thing 5 years ago. So, or majorly. So they're saying it's QAnon and all that. The only thing that it has in the movie that's supposedly conspiracy theory is them drinking the child's, the child's blood for the adrenochrome. That's what's in the movie. They're letting you know that shit. So really quick, also, and there's another movie who mentions it. Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. Anybody ever seen Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas? In that movie, that's Johnny Depp, where this nigga plays this crazy drugged out fool. He on whatever he can get drugged out on, he do it. But then he takes some adrenochrome. He mentions it in the movie, and I think a nigga take it and he like drips it under his tongue, and he go he drips it under his tongue like, and he go woo, and he shakes it off and does some crazy shit like he does it in the movie. So you think child or the trap is about to stop? Hell no. Then moving right along, keeping it fact. So the Secret Service, just had to let y'all know about that. Because the other thing about that, did y'all see Biden with the little girl in the Netherlands or wherever he was? The little girl was being held by her mom, and this creepy ass pedo Joe, he walked up behind the little girl and started trying to like numb on her. Like he was like biting on her, and she was like, ugh. She was like, get your old ass away from me, nigga. So, like, and then she pulled away, and then he kind of he went back a little bit, and then the nigga went in for a sniff. Like, nigga, where is the daddy? You got some old ass creepy fart nigga sniffing on your daughter. What the fuck? Where's the daddy at? This nigga Joe, pedo Joe, and that's why you see all of this shit going on. But at the White House, speaking of pedo Joe, at the White House, the Secret Service, they dropped the investigation. they dropped the investigation of the cocaine at the White House, right? It's over. No, it's done. Oh, we out. No, we out. No more investigation. We done. Cut. Lock it up. Put it in the briefcase. Lock it up. Wonder why they did that. They said there was no camera footage and no fingerprints. No camera footage and no fingerprints found on the baggie. How the hell does the White House, the most secure place in the world, not have camera footage of who was in that damn area with the goddamn baggie? Or the federal forensics team, which is probably the best forensics team in the world, you can't find a fingerprint, a half a fingerprint on the goddamn bag? Fuck out of here. We know who bag that was. And you know how we know? Did you see the video of baby Biden doing cocaine on the balcony of the White House balcony? Tell me y'all saw the video, man. Please. Maybe you can go find it. One brother had it. It's some Republican dude, some Republican brother. I think his name is Black Conservative or something like that. That's his channel. But so go try to look up his channel, Black Conservatives or something like that. There's a black dude who's a Republican, and so he had the shot, he had the video, because he shows the video at the beginning of his video. It's Joe Biden, the wife, I forgot her name, baby Biden, and then baby Biden's wife, and the baby Biden's wife is holding his daughter, right? So as she's playing, the baby Biden's wife is playing with the daughter, right? Swinging her around like this. Excuse me, this shit is crazy. Baby Biden, so at the balcony rail, you got Joe Biden and the wife, right? So Biden Jr., he walks behind his mom. So she's playing, the wife is playing with the daughter. Baby Biden walks behind the mom. Soon as that nigga walked behind the mom, you seen that nigga do this. He did this, And then as soon as he comes from behind the mom, he goes like this and wipes his nose and walks off into the White House. Please tell me y'all seen that video. I mean, plain as day. This nigga did cocaine right in front of Mama and Daddy Biden on the White House balcony. Did it like it was nothing and walked right in the White House. Hey, that nigga Biden is gangster. Baby Biden is a G, nigga. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Baby Biden is a goddamn G. He did cocaine on the White House balcony, out front where everybody filming him, right in front of his daddy, the president, on the balcony. Hey, nigga, Biden, you crazy, nigga. Biden, baby Biden, you crazy, nigga. That nigga is insane. But Daddy Biden has sent his policies, basically have sent thousands of melanated people to jail. Yo, Colin Johnson, thank you, brother. To GMO by JJ Doom, MF Doom. All right, go look that up. GMO by MF Doom. That's what's up. But Daddy Biden, he was in front of Congress talking about, because you know him and Bill Clinton's third strike shit sent niggas to jail forever, right? But he was in front of Congress talking about if you're found with like cocaine the size of a nickel or quarter, this big, no excuses. You go to jail immediately. Nothing, no questions asked. You go to jail, bop, 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 boom, boom. You get locked up. He was saying this crazy in front of Congress. He was saying that you don't, no excuses, no, what is it? Not no excuses, but you don't get no second chances. That's what he's like. No second chances, no excuses. This size. They find a big ass bag of cocaine in the White House, knowing it's his son's, and his son get to do coke like this right on the White House balcony in front of his mama and daddy and the whole world, and then wipe his nose like that as he walks off. Shit, man. It is party time at the White House. Party time. This nigga, Daddy Biden is sniffing kids and Baby Biden is sniffing cocaine. These niggas got a sniff problem. These niggas got a sinus problem. What the fuck is wrong with these two niggas? They got to keep sniffing every goddamn thing. One nigga sniff babies and one nigga sniff cocaine. And who knows what else? Fucking insane. Right in front of our face. And nothing, and we can't say nothing about it. This is the most corrupt shit. This is the shit you see in movies. This is the shit we've been seeing in movies for the last 50 years about the corrupt White House, and nothing happened. That's exactly what's going on. So, shout out to Baby Biden. Crazy ass nigga right there. So moving along, did y'all see that RFK Jr., he said that the Boogie V, the CV-19, CV-One9, was, this is a quote, ethnically targeted to not affect Khazars, but he said the other word, JEWs. He said it's ethnically targeted not to affect JEWs or Chinese people. This is what this nigga RFK Jr. just said. It was ethnically targeted not to take out the Khazars or the Chinese. Then he said the people who are most immune were the Ashkenazis and the Chinese. The CEO of the P.F. Heiser Bakery of Pfizer, what is his religion again? Albert Bourla? I think he's a Khazar, isn't he? I think he's a Khazar. Albert Bourla, go check it out. Albert Bourla is a Khazar. So the Boogie V, but that's the cupcake. So this is the Boogie V, the actual virus, right? They said it was made to target, allegedly, to target or not to target the JE Dubs and Chinese, and specifically made to target melanated people. So this is what he said. We do know that the Chinese are spending hundreds of millions of dollars developing ethnic bioweapons, and we are developing ethnic bioweapons. This is what he just said. The Chinese are developing ethnic bioweapons, and we are developing ethnic bioweapons. They are collecting Russian DNA. They're collecting Chinese DNA so we can target people by race. This is what this nigga just said, right? Then he went on to say, I accurately pointed out during an off-the-record conversation that the U.S. and other governments are developing ethnically targeted bioweapons, and that a 2021 study of the CV-One9 virus shows that CV-One9 appears to disproportionately affect certain races since the Furian cleave docking, that's where the virus links into your cell. Since the Furian cleave docking site is most compatible with blacks and Caucasians, and least compatible with ethnic Chinese, Finns, people from Finland, or Ashkenazi Khazars, JE Dubs. That was what that nigga RFK said, quote. He been studying this shit forever, 18 years or some shit. Now, we kind of knew that, but this is one of the first times we got confirmation from a dude who at the top who's studying this. And he said we were specifically targeted, and the JE Dubs, the Ashkenazi JE Dubs, were left out of it. Now, he'll say, I don't know if it was on purpose. I don't know if it was on purpose. I'm just saying what was. Who it affects most and who it affects the least. Nigga. All of this shit. All of this shit is absolute bull crap. We knew this, but now we got a dude at the top actually saying it, and nobody is really refuting what he's saying because he has all the studies to show that is true. Now, what they'll say is that it's a conspiracy theory that he's saying that they'll say that he's saying that it's purpose. It's on purpose that they did this. He say he'll come out just to save his ass. I ain't saying it's on purpose. I'm just saying if you a nigga, you might want to stay your ass in the house. That's all I'm saying. You nigga, you melanated, you might want to stay your ass in the house when this Boogie B come around. So shout out to RFK Jr. for spilling the beans. The most effective thing, the most we knew that it targeted melanated people, but he said it was specifically designed not to target the JE Dubs, and we did not necessarily know. We kind of speculated, but we didn't specifically know that, and now we know. China and the JE Dubs are all in on this shit. They're partners in this shit. So, and they're not gonna let it go. It's still going. They're still trying to implement this Boogie B world order. But countries have just drawn up so some of the countries that belong to the WHO, they just drew up a document to counter the treaty, the Pandisi Treaty. So again, I've been saying that the WEF plan, the World Government Plan, it ain't going as they plan. We're in this new age. We're in the Aquarian age. We're in where karma, this karma comes back readily so fast now. No matter what they do, karma just comes back so fast. So all the stuff that they've been implementing and trying to put in, it's not working. So shout out to those countries who come together and they're going to stop that Pandisi Treaty, the WHO Pandisi Treaty. But while that's all going on, they come and they try to distract us with something else. Here's another distraction, y'all. Or is it? The Pentagon this is another story. Moving along. So the Pentagon will be forced to reveal, spread the wealth. Thank you, brother. So they have no problem with stealing identities, mine or yours. It's Invasion of the Body Snatchers on repeat. Yep. I've seen this movie before. Absolutely. It's coming for all of us right now, which is why you need to be rooted in your shit. But and this is again. So the Pentagon, so basically the Congress or the Senate, they got together and they put together an amendment. Chuck Schumer, he got together with Mark Rubio, and he put together an amendment, basically to force the Pentagon to release all UFO documents in 300 days. So they have 300 days, and the Pentagon has to release everything they got on aliens, extraterrestrial, UFO, UAPs, all of that. So what's going to happen in 300 days? That we have a ticking clock on 300 days for them to release, the Pentagon to release everything they got on aliens. What's going to happen at the end of that 300 days? Tell me, y'all tell me. Is that when the false flag is going to happen? The false flag, the false flag alien invasion? Is that when it's going to go down? Because they got 300 days. This is what they said. So what it says is a bipartisan alliance of senators plan to force the declassification of top secret U.S. government UFO files in mass, meaning all of them, demanding results in less than a year's time. Democratic Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer of New York, in partnership with Senator Mark Rubio of Florida, and Mike Rounds of South Dakota, are leading the effort, which will appoint a 9-member review panel to assess all classified government UFO records. Then it says, the Schumer Amendment will give the federal agencies just 300 days to organize and produce their internal classified records of UAPs and provide them to the new review board. So they got to turn over everything in 300 days. Now, is this the time limit for Operation, was it Bluebeam? Project Bluebeam? They're about to do the false flag in 300 days. So mark it on your calendar. And this story came out 2 days ago. So I think they're going to implement it next week. So from next week, we're going to have 300 days before we get supposedly the real deal on aliens. Now, what does that mean? Not a goddamn thing. It means absolutely nothing. We talk about aliens all the time, absolutely, because we want to understand that our conscious, or the small framework that they have our consciousness in, is something created. The universe is much more vast than that. They created this small little area and put our consciousness in this little area, but we understand that there's so much more things in the universe and life. So that's one thing why it's important to know that they're aliens, because we're not the only people in the universe. We need to know that. But other than that, what really does it do for you to know that it's aliens? What does it do for you to know that it's aliens? Are the aliens gonna come pay your rent? Hey, E.T., my nigga, can I get a little something on my light bill, my nigga? Hey, nigga, give me some of them alien dollars, nigga. Hey, nigga, they'll work here. Nigga, what you got? Nigga, give me some alien tokens, something, nigga. If the alien ain't gonna come and pay your bills, he's not gonna come and teach you how to live your life properly with consciousness. Now, they might be able to do that. But if the alien ain't gonna come and make your life better, come right in your house, nigga, come in your house go in the refrigerator and start fixing you some burritos. He ain't gonna do anything productive for you for your life whatsoever. He gonna go to the store and get you some goddamn and get you some eggs, some mayonnaise, some bread. He ain't gonna do no grocery shopping. He ain't gonna do shit. He ain't gonna go to the laundromat. He ain't gonna wash your clothes. He ain't gonna do nothing. So why is it so goddamn important for you to know about aliens? It is not. It is not. Other than the fact that you know that the universe is much more vast than they're trying to tell us. That's the only fucking reason that you need to know why it's aliens. Because other than that, if an alien is not knocking on your door, my nigga Kev here. Yeah, it's ET. Tell him ET out front. ET who? ET. Extraterrestrial. Nigga, you seen the movie, nigga? Tell him I'm out here on the goddamn porch, nigga. He know who I am. Nigga, unless ET show up to your door, knock on your door, tell them, hey, go get that nigga for me. You don't need to give a, you don't give a damn. You shouldn't give a damn about extraterrestrials at all. It means absolutely nothing to you. Other than the expanded consciousness side of it. But stop using it as a distraction. Stop letting them distract you. I say it because, yo, Juris Bonds, thank you, bro. Appreciate you. Thank everybody who hit the super chat and the cash app. Thank y'all, man. I mention it because, again, I like to know because we are extraterrestrials. If we go back and you go and do the history, it's important for us to know that because we were created by extraterrestrials. This is what the science says or the history says. I don't know for sure. I do know I'm an alien. I don't know about the rest of you, but that's what it says in the lore. I mean, in the writings. So that's why it's important for us to know. But other than that, if it can't help you, leave it alone. So moving along, because again, like I just said, it don't mean shit, but we had to talk about it. Harvard scientists, they claim they have reversed the aging process with a simple drug cocktail. Did y'all see that? You said ET equals extra turkey burgers? ET equals extra turkey burgers. Hey, that's hilarious. You better stop hating on my goddamn turkey burger love. You understand me? When you come to Los Angeles and you go to Burger Lounge, you're going to understand. You're going to be right here in the turkey burger coat with me. Ask the homie MD who came from Houston, came out here and got a turkey burger, and he understood the truth. He understood you can't handle the truth. Lounge burger. Turkey burgers are the greatest. She said ET means extra turkey burger. That's hilarious. But so scientists, they say they can reverse aging with a simple drug cocktail. They done found the fountain of youth, y'all. So basically, it says a team discovered a six chemical cocktail that reversed the aging process in humans and mice skin cells by several years. It turned back the clock. Whatever this drug cocktail is that they gave the mice and the human skin cells, it reversed the aging by several years. So it says Dr. David Sinclair, a molecular biologist at Harvard Medical School and co-founder of the study, hailed the finding as a breakthrough and a step towards affordable whole body rejuvenation. Meaning with a pill. He's like, you will be able to make in about, they said in about 5 years to 10 years, they'll be able to put it in pill form. You'll be able to take it as a pill. So it said the team discovered 6 chemical cocktails that reversed the aging process in human skin cells by several years in less than 1 week. 1 week it only took. And then it says, and it reversed it by more than 3 years after 4 days of treatment. After 4 days, the skin cell was 3 years 3 years younger. Yo, Colin Johnson, thank you. What books can we read that mathematically describe our connection with our mansions of existence? I read the Key of Enoch. said with mathematically describe what your connection. Uh, I don't know if I understand the question, bro. I don't know if I understand the question. Mathematically describe our connection with with other mansions of existence. I don't know. I would have to understand the question, bro. Sorry. Um, I just may not be getting it because I got a whole lot of stuff going on right now. So sorry if I don't understand what it is right now. But so then keep it moving. The team discovered. Oh, excuse me, I just said that. So the aging is basically said the aging was in the mice and humans and some people. So basically, what they discovered is that it'll turn your skin cells back, but what they're focused on getting it to do is can it turn your health back? Because just because you look young, don't mean you young inside on the end. Because your ass look like you 30, your heart can still be 79. And so that's where the study is going now. They say, okay, we got it to turn the skin cells back, but can we get it to reverse the health damage of aging? Because as you age, it'll cause some health damage unless you're taking care of yourself. And so that's what I was saying. So basically, true aging or true anti-aging is within your diet. It's in your diet, and it's also within your melanin. That's another thing because they say black don't crack, but you're not black. But melanin, it keeps you looking young for forever. and it keeps you look when you're old, it makes you look young, and when you're young, it makes you look old. So if you're melanated and you keep your melanin good, it means hydrated, not polluted with a bunch of toxic chemicals. Even still, melanated people, we eat like shit. And you'll see a 79, 80-year-old melanated person who eat like crap, and they'll still look young as shit. And so the melanin really does help. But if you don't have that going for you as much, it's about your diet. It's about your diet, cleansing. Mucus in your system, in your blood, in the cells. That's what makes the cells age, and that's from sugar and all the toxins around in your house. That's from the meats that you eat, and the toxins in your food, all of the stuff, plastics, all of these stuff toxifies your body and makes you age. It starts to kill the cell. It toxifies the cell and creates mucus and pollution within the cell, and the cell starts to break down and die. So if you're taking care of yourself like you're supposed to be, again, drinking that water, cleansing once or twice throughout the year, that means going off meat, cycling off meat for about a month to 2 months, and then you can go back on and eat. But you have to balance it out. If you're doing all of these things, working out, very important. Aging, most people don't even understand. Aging is when your body breaks down from the lack of movement, from atrophy. You sit down and you just walk and you sit and you don't do anything. You're not putting your body through strenuous work or exercise, meaning you're not letting your body know that it needs to be stronger in order to go on and do what you needed to do. Your body wants to always save and conserve energy, everybody. This is talking to you as a personal trainer and as a nutritionist. Your body always wants to conserve energy. That's the main thing it wants to do. It wants to do whatever you want it to do, but do it at half the energy. Because it wants to conserve energy because just in case you're going to die. So your body was like, all right, let's do whatever. I'll do whatever the hell you want me to do. All right, good, my nigga. All right, nigga, you want me to go to the store? All right, I go to the store. You want me to go to, all right, you want me to wash clothes? All right, I wash clothes. You want me to clean the house? All right, I clean the house. But it's going to do it at a very low energy level because it's trying to conserve energy for you. So you're not strangely working when you're not doing that. The body starts to break down. Muscles start to break down. Organ systems start to break down when you're not using them properly or using them at a strenuous effort, not strenuous, but at an effort that tells your body that you truly need them and that it needs to make them strong for the continuous use. So That's what aging is. Sitting down all the time to where your knees say, "Oh, I don't need to create. I don't need to make any more uh, cartilage in the knee. We don't need the knees anymore because you're not using them. All right, I'll just break down the cartilage and use that for something else. All right, we don't need to use this for anymore. All right, then I'll just break that down and use that for something else. That's what aging is. When you're not stretching, you're letting your body know, oh, I don't need my muscles to be elastic anymore because I'm not going to move around that much. So then your body thinks, all right, well, we're just shutting down. So it begins the shutdown process. Y'all ever seen that? Y'all seen the goddamn movie where that nigga hit the self-destruct? This spaceship will self-destruct in 5 minutes. And then you start getting there, and this spaceship will self-destruct in 3 minutes and 23 seconds. And you're like, oh, nigga, that's your body. If you hit the self-destruct on your body by not doing anything, by not eating healthy, by sitting around not doing anything, that's it. That shit will hit the self-destruct on it, and you will start to break down. Go look up a woman. Her name is Bo Tally Williams. Everybody right now, after this damn thing, after this live stream, go look up Bo Tally Williams. That's B-O, Bo. That's her first name. Bo Tally, Talley, I think, Williams. Go look her up. That is one of the baddest women in the universe. Right now. That woman, when you go see her, and make sure you understand, when you look at this woman, know that when you're looking at this woman, she is 78 years old. She looks like she's 30. The only reason you can tell that she may be in her 70s is if she wears her gray hair. If she dyes her hair, she looks like she's 30. She's insane. That girl is in perfect shape at 78 years old. She's a fucking personal trainer at 78. Girl, fine as hell. Super girl, you so goddamn fine, Bo Tally Williams. Goddamn girl. She older than my mom. That's like she's older than my mom. And she is goddamn, she is all fine as hell. So that's a woman who does it all natural. Go look at Bo Tally Williams if you want some inspiration. Bo Tally Williams has got to be the most perfect 78-year-old that's ever been on the planet ever in history. That's without question. Go find a 78-year-old ever in history and put them next to Bo Tally Williams, and that person will look like they're dying next to her. So I just put that in there to let you know that. So they're coming out with the aging pill, but for melanated people, we don't need that. We just need to be healthy. That's why I put that in there, because we don't need fixer-ups. We can just be healthy, because I need to talk to you guys about health sometimes, because I'm a nutritionist and trainer, and I don't talk to y'all about that enough. But when I do, I want y'all to understand health is super important. Please get out there. I know I eat turkey burgers all the time, but that's why I cleanse. So I can go eat my turkey burger. I got want to. And I go cleanse for about a month, 2 months. Go eat my turkey burger. Go back and cleanse. Turkey burger, cleanse. Turkey burger, cleanse. See? That's how you got to do it. You got to balance it out. Then the last thing I want to talk about was in the title. Chicago and New York, y'all about to die. Sorry to tell you. Y'all about to fall into the center of the earth, That's what they say. This new study showed that Chicago and New York, because of something that they call underground climate change. This is new. They just found some shit out called, underground climate change. And because of underground climate change in New York and Chicago, because y'all got subways and all the concrete and all that stuff, y'all have a vast underground structure, underground system that's built there with concrete and steel and all those things. It heats up. It heats up a lot. Expands and cracks and stuff like that and moves. And so what they said was, because of that, the city above, up in Chicago and New York, is falling into the earth. Sorry, my niggas. Doodles. You be sleeping in your bed one day, nigga, wake up, your ass is gonna be in space. Nigga, you gonna fall through the earth and just be in space. Like, oh shit. You gonna see buildings floating around you and shit. You know, what the fuck, nigga? Cars floating up. Y'all niggas is out of here. New York and Chicago. And it says specifically New York and Chicago. Specifically, those two cities. I'm sure some other ones, but they specifically New York and Chicago. Like you ever see that? There's a TV show called The Bread, where there's these sinkholes that open up, but the sinkholes they lead to like the ancient they lead to the prehistoric times. So these people have fallen through these sinkholes in Los Angeles, and when they fall through the hole, it's near the La Brea tar pits. They fall through the sinkhole, and when they come out through the sinkhole, they're like 10,000 years BC or some shit. Crazy. So, but that's not happening in Los Angeles. That's happening in Chicago and New York. So don't bring y'all asses over here. Love you niggas. Love y'all to death. Stay your asses over in Chicago and New York. Deal with y'all shit. No, I'm just playing. Y'all come here, but goddamn. They say y'all getting ready to sink into the water, into the middle of the earth. So that when I saw that, I'm like, holy snap. Does anybody in New York and Chicago know that y'all about to sink into the middle of space? Now, it would be space if the earth is flat. You would sink into the middle of space. However, if the earth is round, you're going to the middle of earth. You decide which one it is. But that's what they say. And we need to be prepared for people in Chicago. Y'all need to be prepared in case you wake up one day and you in the middle of the earth with all the aliens in Earth, and they standing around looking at you in your bed. You wake up, you look at like, what? You try to clean all the coals out your eye to make sure that you ain't. What the fuck? Yo, who was that? Spread the wealth. Thank you, brother. He says Rolling Estates is in. He says Rolling Hills Estates is in L.A. Well, look, that's all right. We not sinking. See, LA, we don't have the underground infrastructure that y'all have in Chicago and New York. We're putting it in, but it's brand new. Like we just started building the metro 15 years ago, 20 years ago. They just put the metro in, maybe 15 years ago. So we're new. Chicago and New York, y'all been sinking for a minute. They did say sinking. They said it was sinking. Like, y'all niggas is going to hell in Chicago. But Chicago and goddamn, Chicago and New York, they're the biggest most corrupt cities in America. So shit, sounds right. But until the cities do sink, the popo's still gonna be in your ass. So until y'all do fall into the middle of the earth, make sure y'all know your rights, please. Get out there and get your police stop law packages for when this stuff goes down. We have got to get our game up, be on a new accord. Bio 1656, brother, thank you. He said a lot of those buildings are built on landfills. Yep, they sure are. Chicago is built on trash. Did y'all know that? Chicago is built on garbage. How many of y'all knew that? I didn't know it till I went to Chicago and I took the little boat tour that they give you, the little boat tour in Chicago. If you go into I don't know what that is. People in Chicago tell me what that is. I don't know what that lake, the river, whatever the whole thing that go around Chicago, the city of Chicago, the water. So you take the boat ride on there, and as they take you around Chicago, they tell you the story of how Chicago is built on garbage. It's built on garbage. Like garbage was a bunch of garbage, a bunch of trash, and they started to build the foundation on top of the trash in Chicago. So now Chicago's sinking because the shit is built on trash. Holy shit! That's why. Yo, Transcendental, thank you, brother. LA is much newer city than New York City and Chicago. Yep, with a far more modern infrastructure. Yeah, it is. So that's what I'm saying. It shows Chicago being built on literal trash, not metaphorical trash. Literal trash. Milk cartons, cans, bean cans, baby diapers, motherfucking old socks with holes in them, fucking jeans, old jeans and shit, nigga, old fucking eggshell, all of that. Everything you put in your trash is what's under Chicago. That's why Chicago is sinking. But until Chicago sinks, y'all still got to deal with those goddamn popo out there. So make sure you get your rights, constitutional rights card, qualified immunity card, and notice. This is the package you keep in your car. And you tell the police officers, I don't answer questions. This lets the police officers know what your rights are and what will happen when they violate your rights. This let them know they lose their qualified immunity, their protection, if they violate your constitutional rights and they do it knowingly. So you alert them that they're in danger of doing it, and you get it on camera, and boom, you got them. And then here's the notice, the new qualified immunity notice that tells them all of those laws that back you up. And again, this right here is plastic. So I'm going to give y'all one of the laws that says that. So this right here, the very first law in here is Malley versus Briggs. So Malley versus Briggs, this is a Supreme Court case. It says a police officer or public official loses their qualified immunity when they knowingly violate the law or are plainly incompetent. I'll read that again. A police officer or public official loses their qualified immunity when they knowingly violate the law or are plainly incompetent. So when you pull out your camera and you get a police officer or a law enforcement officer on camera not knowing the law and violating your constitutional rights, they lose their qualified immunity. Plain and simple. And then right here at the bottom, this is City of Owens, Owen versus City of Independence. It says a municipality has no immunity from the liability under United States Code 42, 1983. That means civil lawsuit. So a municipality has no immunity from civil lawsuit flowing from its constitutional violations and may not assert the good faith of its officers as a defense to such liability. So that means if an officer violates your rights, they can't say, oh, well, he thought he was doing right. He thought he was doing a good job. That's it. This law right here, this case, says they can't say, oh, our bad, he thought he was doing good. Nope, nigga, no, you can't say that. So this is right here. You get these things, you keep them in your car, and you tell the officer when they come up, you hand them this, say, I don't answer questions, officer, boom, and put it on the window, bam, and let them see it, and you don't do anything. Bradford Blair, thank you, brother, appreciate you. So right there, and then getting your study on when you're not in your car, since you know your rights before you get in the car. That's what the Know Your Rights manual right here. Everything you need to know about traffic stops and Terry stops, which are police stops on foot. Right, that's a Terry stop right here. And then right here, if the police keeps violating your constitutional rights, then you go after that public official insurance. Now I just showed you how they said they lose their qualified immunity, but before they have qualified immunity, they have a public official bond that's tied to their oath to the Constitution. So if they violate your constitutional rights, they lose the bond, which is usually about minimum of $50,000 to $75,000. So each time they violate your constitutional rights, you can go claim the bond for $50,000 to $75,000 each and every time for each constitutional violation. That's very important because now an officer can't just do whatever the hell they want to do, and then you sue them and they get to stay on the job for 2 damn years while getting paid. No, you go after them now, they get that bond placed on that claim placed on them immediately, and they can't work. This is how you fight back, people. This is where we're going because we got to get out of the fear of popo. the fear of police has been with us so goddamn long. I can't even hear a damn rap song damn near without hearing it. So it's time to get past that. Get your constitutional rights. And then,
Yo, who was that? Colin Johnson again. Thank you. Appreciate you.
and then when they come after you for the crack scenes, we got the crack scene cards. We got the cards right here. So this is the liability card, liability notice that lets them know if they force you to take the crack scene, they're liable for every second that it stays in your bloodstream. And this right here is the religious one that lets businesses and your boss know that if they force you to get it, well, they can't force you to get it because of your religious belief, because it has aborted fetal tissue in the cupcake. So right here, they can't force you if you're religiously against abortion, which you just say you are. Then boom, those things right here. And you got the flashcards for you, the 4 decks of flashcards, and everything you need to know to learn your rights. So if you order the Great Book of Melanin Research, like we said, I just got 10 hats in. So I think somebody just ordered one. So I got 9 hats now. Somebody just ordered while we were in the live stream. So if you want one of the other 9 hats that I have now, make sure you order the hard copy, Great Book of Melanin Research. You get everything that I just said except the vaccine cards. You got to order those separately from KnowYourRightsFoundation.org. But you get everything in here. Plus, I'm going to put 2 decks of flashcards, the Law and Government flashcards, 1 and 2, and you get the hat. All right, so that's the deal that y'all got for this week. This week only from this Saturday to Friday, because that's when I'll send it out. So if you order it after Friday, you don't get it. All right, so that's it for me. Real quick, make sure you go and order weed juice. Make sure you hit the buddy, hit me up, Timmy Tight Top, weedjuice.com. We live, we love, we juice. That's my man's slogan. And it's 5 off juice. Again, 5, the number 5 off juice. Make sure you get your anti-inflammatory and everything that you need. I'm out of here. I'm about to get me an ET, as Michelle said, extra turkey burger. That sounds good to me. I don't know why it don't sound good to you. It sounds great to me. Extra turkey burger. Hey, you ain't said nothing, but don't threaten me with a good time. So I'm out of here, everybody. Eating my extra turkey burger. Love y'all. Thanks everybody for hitting the super chat. Thanks for all the cash apps. And thank all the mods for being in there, hooking me up. Appreciate y'all. I'm out of here. Turkey burger time.